Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into the week ahead. This is December 7th, 2025, week 50. We're going to go over some Bitcoin trading tips to execute this week for plans and profits. Let's get into the week. So as you see, I do not have my face cam on, and I'm also experiencing a little issue with TradingView. I accidentally clicked the wrong button for my data. So market's closed right now. It shouldn't be an issue, but coming up in about 6 hours, it may be an issue. So anywho, let's do NASDAQ right now. As you see here, we have our range marked out. Here's our low here. Here's our high. We got a newer high, a higher high this past coming week. However, it's pretty much still moving within this range. It did not break past this other high right here. So right now, the market's just in consolidation. Are there moves right here? Absolutely. But for NAS right now, it's doing a hard rejection. I can go ahead and delete this. Doing a hard rejection from the top of the daily range. And it might be just setting up for next year. And we're going just into week 2 into December. With that being said, let's look at the monthly real quick. This should be quick. Bullish all right now for the month. Like I said, we've just been moving within this daily range. So let's see where our opportunities are weekly. So we'll at least be looking for price coming back into this area right here where we have our weekly support. You know what? I'm just going to use this one here. This one down here, I had that. So we want price to retrace back right into that area right there, 25,500, and continue up. Again, it's just been moving within this range here. However, for overall, it's been bullish. We want price to come right back into that area. Let's look at it on the daily. So right about that 20-30% of that the daily range. If I drew this out here, well, we had our breaker structure here and here, and definitely here. If I marked our daily range here, that's about that 50% mark. Still being a little cautious from this imbalance down here on the daily, but that's about that 50% mark. So the way price has been moving, I would say this is probably our range. This is our range. Now, since price has been moving, let's say with this imbalance here, that's why I had it all the way down here, but because we have imbalances left here, the price could potentially come back too. However, right now our biggest focus will be right here. So anywhere below 25,500, that would be a great entry for price to continue up for a good position. So I'll be looking for buys around in that area. Let's go to S&P 500. S&P 500, same thing here. We did have a breaker structure where price went above this area, our range. Let's take a look here. Yeah, right now we have this kind of support here. Again, let's jump out to this monthly and take a look. This is the second week of December. I'm gonna hide this for a second. Overall, again, S&P 500 bullish. Had that long wick from previous month. Right now it's currently up. Weekly came and got that support from the previous week. Let's see. Again here, that's what we're looking at as far as weekly support. And let's look at that daily. Add that our range back on there. So our daily range, our 50% mark is a little bit below that 50% mark for the daily range. The weekly support 68, 63. So anywhere below there, look for buys. Let's look at 4-hour. Price has been real, what I like to call thorough, or it's been very clean. Just been making right side ranges, lower high. Excuse me. Higher low, higher low, higher low, lower low, but higher low here, another higher low. So it's just been going up. Been very methodical, been very efficient. That's the word I like to use. Very efficient. So just look for buys in this area. It might have to drop down to 1 hour. I wouldn't go anywhere past 1 hour, but we see support right here. Maybe get a buy. Maybe just put a limit order in right below this area here, and see price come in. Your stop loss below here. Let it continue up, but yeah, that would be my plan for S&P. Let's go over here to the Dow and take a look. Now the Dow, a lot more opportunity here. We have a couple of inefficiencies, imbalance here, imbalance here. I would definitely still say let's go ahead and move this range up like a lower high. Huh. Let's take a look at the monthly before I start moving that stuff around. Let's take a look at the monthly. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. Doji, bullish Doji last month. Bullish this month. Let's look at this weekly, see where our price is. I haven't looked at the quarterly yet in reference to December. How the quarterly candle is looking, we can actually look at that. Right here, we have this weekly support. Same thing like what we're doing with the other two. We have that weekly support right there. Other than that, that's our main course for potential entry into this bullish market, where it makes sense to get entry. And that's right above this imbalance. It has not been taken. It has not been revisited, and we still have this high here. What is this? 48. Let me just look at the high here. High is 48,528. So 25.30 will probably be our goal. Looking for buys right here in this area here, 47,720. So anywhere below 47,800, I would start looking for buys. Entry like on a 4-hour. Yeah. Oh, that's even better. I love to see this. We have this equal low here on this 4-hour. So this is our 4-hour equal low. 47,584. So 47,584 is our low. Our open was 47,587, which was a little bit above. But what is that? 3 ticks. Not much of a difference. I would still call that an equal low. We would love for price to revisit that area, revisit that low before continuing up. That would give us the most bang for our buck. So more of an opportunity here on the Dow Jones than the other ones. We still have a couple of inefficiencies. We got an imbalance also down here. I would right now would love to see price come right back into this area here, where we have 47,584, where we have that equal low, and then start looking for buys. That's below the 50% mark where price is at a discount and below our weekly support. So we get that wick before continuing up. So that's the plan for the Dow. Let's look at gold and then go over here to Bitcoin. Go. Same thing. Remove some of these. We had those imbalances marked off. Overall, what is gold? Gold has been moved within this range. It's been getting tighter. I can move the range into this area here. Still, that's where I had that gap on the hour. Still right there. Let's look at this 4 hour. And an imbalance all the way over here to the left on, was that Tuesday, 21st October, where price is just now revisiting these upper imbalances. But it's still rejected from this area, 4,300. Again, price is just kind of moving. We see it's leaving behind some inefficiencies, some equal lows on the 4 hour. However, overall market is still up. So there was opportunity here, and opportunity right here to get in. What would I be doing right now? Let's look at the monthly before I go back. Okay, monthly is bearish, to be expected with the support on the weekly for price to pull back into. So it was to be expected for price to pull back into this area. We see it's started pulling away, getting this resuming its bullish profile. Opportunity here. Let's look at this daily. Yeah, it's weekly again. Slap that there. Yeah, still about that 50% mark of the range. So yes, looking for price to pull back below 41.71 and get a position. Tough thing is stop loss needs to be below at least this daily candle here, below this low. So manage your risk accordingly. With the creating right side ranges, 40.73. Yeah, it needs to be below there. But we'll be looking on a like 4 hour. Like I said, we have these imbalances right here. Price could come back down here. That would be super, like, be awesome. Then TP1 would be high of the range, right? So outside of that, that's our plan. Let's look at Bitcoin before we go. Here's Bitcoin. Overall daily. This is the daily. There's the shift. So we've been waiting for this shift. Got to break above, pull back. I would be trying to get a position and set your stop loss below this low. That's our new range right now. Right now, this is a good entry. We had that daily support right there that we had marked off. Let's look at this here. Yeah, right here where these imbalances and equal lows and equal highs were. Price came right back into that area. So I would be looking for a buy when Bitcoin opens and let price do what it's been doing. For me, the price has shifted. We had a daily break above. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm seeing right now. Um, so that is our weekly trading plan. Again, this is uh December 7th of 2025. Um, we went over our Bitcoin trading tips to execute this weekly trading plan for profits. This is the investment process channel.